Order on motion for issuance of letters rogatory. What is this? This matters before the court on plaintiff's motion for the court to issue request for international judicial assistance pursuant. Oh, this is regarding going after Molina by citing the Hague Evidence Convention, basically forcing Molina in order to turn up evidence and turn up DMs between her and Destiny and any related DMs relating to Destiny. The motion basically is just harassment towards Molina, to be fair. The motion seeks for the court. Basically, it's Pxie's team saying, oh, well, I mean, if you don't want to cooperate with us willingly, then we're going to take it from you forcibly. Yeah. If you, again, I just want to remind everyone that Pxie's team considers Molina, sorry, Pxie herself and people who are generally on Pxie's side considers Molina to be a victim. So her choosing not to participate and trying to drag her stuff out into the open, if it's true that Molina is some kind of traumatized victim, wouldn't it be considered like incredibly dehumanizing to a victim to do something like this? Everything in this entire court case is just built to service very specifically one person and one person only. It's to service Pxie's lust for revenge, essentially. She is very, very spite-driven, very revenge-heavy. And yeah, I don't know. This stuff is pretty bad. In aid of discovery from a Swedish individual pursuant to the Hague Convention on the taking of evidence abroad in civil or commercial matters. For the following reasons, the motion is granted, right? So the reason why this is especially also pretty bad is because it's pretty clear that Pxie is trying to use the legal system as a way to not only legally defame Destiny, but also as a way to fish, right? Fish for more evidence, fish for more things. Because if you had enough evidence from the very beginning, you should have already presented that. If you had enough evidence from the very beginning to go against Destiny on something like this, you should have already presented that. And it's really as simple as that, right? The fact that nothing has been presented so far in terms of primary pieces of evidence, because you're supposed to show that to even the other lawyers as well. You're not supposed to show up things like some kind of surprise. You shouldn't be, like, there should be no surprises, essentially. Like, the other side should know exactly what you're about to bring up. But the fact that they've declared what they're about to bring up is not being brought up is pretty crazy. And what I'm referring to is ABMC. Analysis. Okay, I'm just gonna move on until the more important parts. Let me just skim this real quick. Okay, I don't want to bore you guys with the details. Okay, so in order for something to be tried at the Hague, I think 5 conditions needs to be met. And they are called comedy. Comedy? How do you say it?
Comedy.
Comedy. Like comedy, but comedy, right? Okay, cool. So the 5 factors are: 1, the importance to the litigation of the documents; 2, the degree of specificity; 3, whether the information originated in the United States; 4, the availability of alternative means of securing the information; and 5, the extent to which noncompliance would undermine important interests of the United States. Yeah, okay. I think before I said that it wouldn't satisfy some of the conditions, but I could be wrong. Who knows? Because again, I'm not a lawyer. Private parties, including corporations and natural persons, may seek the issuance of letters rogatory for use in underlying lawsuits. Obtaining evidence includes deposing non-party witnesses. Okay. The discovery request here from Molina is relevant to the claims in this action, will likely prove material to the prosecution of this action, may lead to admissible relevant evidence, and is proportional to the needs of this case. So, fishing expedition, essentially. The evidence plaintiff seeks cannot be obtained by alternative means because Goranson's knowledge of facts, and in particular her knowledge of this defendant, are relevant to this case, is unique and central to plaintiff's allegations. So, this is signed by Torres. Yes, that's correct. So, conclusion: based on the foregoing, the court orders and judges that plaintiff's motion for the court to issue a request for international judicial assistance pursuant is granted. So the motion is granted. The motion for the court to issue request is granted. But I don't think this means that the 5 terms are met. Am I wrong? Because I believe that this isn't explaining the 5 terms being met, and then the Swedish government essentially trying to go after Melina now, right? Trying to make her fulfill some like foreign overseas civil matter, right? I think this is specifically saying, okay, well, the motion, the document that you just submitted, the motion is is granted. The motion is granted, but that's not necessarily the request. Like we're not going to force Melina just yet, right? Yeah, okay. Because again, the motion for the court to issue request is granted, right? In accordance with this order, the clerk of court shall issue the attached letter of request seeking the assistance of the Ministry of Justice, Sweden, in obtaining the production of documents. So yeah, they'll issue to Sweden. So this is essentially saying, okay, we're going to grant it, so then we can make an attempt to reach out to the Swedish government, right? And taking her deposition testimony upon oral examination as a witness in this action to produce documents. Done and ordered in chambers. Okay, yeah, okay. So there you go. All right, we'll see. But yeah, there you go. So this is the order to motion. Okay, so this has been, yeah, approved. I don't think it's the, I don't think it's Torres, right? I don't think it's Torres that is like who determines whether or not the 5 conditions are met, right? Like I would imagine maybe it's the Swedish government and like whatever politician or person or the like the Hague, I don't know, some fucking Hague specialist, maybe some clerk over there in Sweden. I don't know. It's kind of wild that a regular lawsuit can force someone off someone overseas. Yeah, well, I mean, part of that is just mainly because the United States is powerful and very influential. So there's probably a lot of deals that are established between European countries and the United States, just in case, so then people don't flee off into a foreign country to escape a lawsuit or something. Paperless order expediting response to 163 motion for protective order and staying deposition upon review of the motion. The court finds good cause to expedite a response from plaintiff. Okay. The response should address why timely motion for protective order was not filed when knowledge of a dispute materialized. Right. So this is like, so the judge is questioning why the protective order wasn't filed at the very beginning. Because I think that protective orders are probably used generally in cases where one person was like maybe stalking another, having some kind of harassment campaign, maybe trying to protect someone's private information in that way. Yeah, usually I'm guessing that usually these things are way earlier in the lawsuit. But yeah. Paperless order granting 150 motion to leave to file. The court finds good cause to grant leave for plaintiff to submit 2 reference links related to the response for the motion to dismiss in the form of 2 audio files to be submitted conventionally via USB drive. So I believe that this will be referring to my stream where I had Steven on, and they are essentially passing the audio files in MP3 format maybe, or whatever raw format. So then that would be passed along onto a USB drive. So my streams are now recorded in US legal history, okay? So absolute cinema. Signed by Magistrate Judge Edwin G. Torres. Okay. So, cool. Awesome. Plaintiff's reply to 162 response, reply other, blah, blah, blah. 160 notice of 90 days expiring and supplemental evidence by Jane Doe. This is about the expiration of supplemental evidence in further support of motion for protective order. No, this is about the protective order. Okay, all right, yeah. Okay, yeah, I just browsed it. The judge does affirm the request satisfy comity, and that's basically in the foreign courts ballpark now. Oh, okay, I see. Oh, okay, I see. Wow, that's crazy. I'm actually kind of shocked. But yeah, that seems like fucking bullshit, to be frank. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm not going to question the judge. The judge seems to know what they're doing. So, you know, I'm not going to... Like, there could be a multitude of reasons why the judge grants that. Just mainly because, like, for example, maybe they don't want to touch any precedents. Maybe there isn't too much precedence when it comes to this. Mainly because, like, oh, yeah, the initial request to grant it isn't that much of a big deal. And it's all about how the foreign court questions things or how the foreign court wants to grant things. Like, there could be a variety of reasons why something like this isn't that big of a deal, right? If that makes sense. But like if Melina is chosen to turn out documents, I don't even know. I don't know if the Swedish government would force her to do it or Melina would fight it, right? Because maybe there is some way for Melina to fight it. Because I can't imagine she would just suddenly be okay with leaking a bunch of like private information about her as well, right? Because keep in mind that this isn't just like information in regards to Destiny. You have to keep in mind that this is also information in regards to herself and her loved ones and people who are related to her, right? Because if you're married with Destiny, everything in your personal life is going to be entangled up in that. And I would imagine there's a lot of private information that she does not want the internet to see, especially since she's some kind of Swedish celebrity, right? Supermodel, essentially. So she might be preparing to lawyer up. Who knows? Okay. Yeah, we'll see. Didn't Melina end up hating Destiny in the end? Maybe she wants to do it. So what I believe has happened is that Melina was I was told like by chatter, but I'm not entirely sure if it's true that Melina was probably on board with Pixie's lawsuit at the beginning for a very short amount of time before dropping out entirely and saying she's not interested, just simply because she doesn't want anything to do with Destiny anymore. That's number one. And number two, she probably has smelled that the lawsuit was bullshit. She probably have went like, wait, hold on, this lawsuit seems like bullshit. I'm not gonna participate in it, right? Because trust me, there would be no reason for Pixie's legal team to be doing this unless if Melina was willing, right? If Melina was actually willing to give her the DMs, she could just send over the DMs. It's really as simple as that. You don't need to go through all this trouble and spend extra time and money in order to acquire the DMs of Melina. If Melina actually wanted to participate, she would do it, right? It's really as simple as that. And she would participate by providing DMs with blacked out information, with like essentially covering personal information while also punishing Destiny, right? If she actually wanted to do it. But the fact that she doesn't want to participate shows me that she's an unwilling member of this. So I don't know if she'll be fighting this or not. That's up to Melina, or maybe she'll just give up and she'll just like capitulate because I don't know. But at the same time, it's just like, I don't know. It's, I guess we'll see, right? I can't say for sure. And it is what it is, I guess. Government websites say that it often takes years to process the letters rogatory. Really? Well, fuck. I mean, by that time, it can take several months to over a year. Diplomatic channels. What the fuck? Dude. Fuck me, dude. Whatever, doesn't matter. Plaintiff Jane Doe. Again, a lot of answers is wait and see, right? Plaintiff Jane Doe, by and through undersigned counsel, submits this reply in further support of her notice of Local Rule 7.1b4's expiration of supplemental evidence in further support of motion. Okay. So this is explaining why the protective order wasn't filed earlier, right? Defendant's opposition offers no valid basis to deny plaintiff's notice. What is most striking, however, is not what defendant argues, but what he fails to address. The opposition entirely ignores the serious and substantiated allegations of defendant's ongoing and recent misconduct and his disregard for this court's authority. Nice, good one. So this is talking about Destiny, okay? We're talking about how Destiny is supposedly having misconduct and disregard. Jesus. Destiny has blatantly violated the court's protective order by publicly disclosing the legal name of plaintiff's family member and then refusing to remove the malicious post, even after the violation was brought to his attention. Rather than confronting his own misconduct, Destiny attempts to divert attention through immaterial procedural arguments that lack any merit. Moreover, with complete impunity, and since the filing of the notice, Destiny has doubled down on his public harassment of plaintiff and disclosure of identifying information. The undisputed evidence underscores that a protective order governing defendant's public commentary remains both critical and urgent to prevent further and potentially more severe harm to plaintiff. Now, the reason why this is retarded is because I believe that the disclosure of Pixie's wife, Pixie's legal wife, is not protected under the protective order. It's not protected under anything. It's not protected. Okay? It's not protected. So I believe that should be considered something that is separate as well. But yeah, it's just kind of silly. Whatever. The Hague thing will never reach Melina. It needs to first be approved by the Swedish Ministry of Law, then by a Swedish judge. That could be the judge's like reasoning of things is going like, oh yeah, this is kind of like out of my hands here, maybe. The defendant has doubled down on his public harassment plaintiff and disclosure of identifying information. The undisputed evidence underscores a protective order governing defendant's public commentary remains both critical. Okay, whatever. Defendant's additional egregious public disclosure, demonstrating his complete impunity and utter disregard for the integrity of these proceedings and the court's authority on November 4th, 2025. The defendant again publicly posted identifying information about plaintiff's spouse. So it's kind of interesting that, again, they have not divorced, okay? This is referring to Pxie's spouse, okay? Also, it's kind of convenient that defendant begins with the same letter as Destiny and plaintiff begins with the same letter as Pxie. You know, like absolute cinema, okay? All right. So, yeah, about Pxie's spouse. So, again, they're still legally married, right? We can assume that they are still legally married. If they're legally married, I mean, I have to question you know, some other things related to other dramas, right? Like for example, whether or not Pxie has let Lonerbox know about the fact that she is legally married at the time of engaging romantically with him. And in addition to any kind of hookups, any kind, not hookups, but any kind of relationships that Pxie gets into, like has she talked to any romantic partners about this? If she's gotten into any trouble like that, has she done anything like there's just so many questions at that point, right? Because if she's married, that implies a lot of things. I'll be all old and gummy before this court case ends. Memeing. True. Hello, Lynn. I love you. Hey, look at my contacts. Whoa. Stare into my eyes. I'm taking your soul now. It is more apparent than defendant's incorrigible behavior motivated retaliation and condoned by his counsel. It will not stop without the intervention of the court and sanctions. So they're basically asking, okay, we need a protective order now, right? But I don't think this explains why, like, it was so late. I just don't get why they are. I mean, we'll see. I mean, we'll see. I don't really see a reasoning. I'm not familiar with Melina other than her being Destiny ex-wife, but why is she relevant to this case? She's not. She's not relevant. The reason why they're trying to subpoena her is to fish for more evidence that probably does not exist. Because Melina also said that Destiny leaked her news as well, leaked as in shared, but this is just Pxie fishing for more. Yeah, but it's still not relevant because the thing is that with the context of this specific court case, it's supposed to be only about Pxie, right? Like the entire point of this entire court case is that it's supposed to only be about Pxie. So the fact that you know, Melina, another supposed victim who isn't even coming forward of her own accord, essentially like trying to be forced to testify or justify anything like that is just ridiculous and unwarranted. And I think this is like the definition of, if there's any definition for legal harassment, it would be 100%, like I would consider this to be legal harassment. I have no doubt that JStalk is probably going to cover this paper, okay, because he's so shameless. So he probably would not cover the transcript because he knows that it makes Pxie look bad, okay? He needs to put the cope in the bag, okay? But he's probably going to cover this because it's like, oh yeah, oh my god, judge approves motion. Oh my god, judge approves motion. Right? I don't know. Was that the judge criticizing Destiny or plaintiff's lawyers? No, this is from plaintiff's side. This is from Pxie's side. Defendant mischaracterizes plaintiff's notice as an unauthorized reply. Plaintiff did not re-argue prior briefing. She brought forward new evidence of post-briefing conduct, including defendant's recent online harassment disclosures of plaintiff's spouse's identity and private imagery. Defendant's own counsel concedes that defendant publicly posted the legal name of plaintiff's spouse, as well as a false and unsupported accusation of green card marriage fraud. Moreover, counsel's insistence that plaintiff's spouse's name was publicly available is patently false, as fully defined in the notice and supporting declaration. The legal identity of plaintiff's spouse was not publicly available or known before defendant's post broadcast it to thousands of viewers. Defendant's disclosure violates both the spirit and the letter of the court's protective order. That order prohibits any dissemination of personally identifying information relating to plaintiff or her family. Defendant's conduct independently unmasking a non-party spouse and publicizing her identity and likeness squarely violates that restriction and reignites precisely the harm the protective order sought to prevent. It also reignites the critical need for the requested protective order. Okay, so like again, they're just trying to get the protective order up. Like, those explaining why it's being late, right? Maybe they're arguing. I think what they're arguing is like, oh, we found no reason to do it before, but now we find reason to do it now. That's what I'm guessing. But yeah, I don't know. So stupid. Defendant's public commentary justification is irrelevant and disingenuous. Dude. It's on her TikTok, by the way, her name. Really? Oh, shit. Moron. Jesus. Conclusion. Plaintiff's filing was procedurally proper, substantively relevant, and essential to a complete record. The court should accept plaintiff's notice and supplemental evidence. Okay. That's retarded. Wherefore, plaintiff respectfully requests that this court accept and consider plaintiff's notice of 90 days expiring, reject defendant's request to strike the filing, and consider defendant's recent online disclosures as further support for granting the pending motion for protective order, warn defendant that continued violation will result in sanctions or additional restrictions. Oh my god, so shameless. Holy shit. Pxie literally said, I want Destiny to think of this incident before he ever thinks of sending another nude. You know what? If that is her goal, then she has accomplished it. I think that Destiny will probably likely fucking think twice. Yeah, I mean, I'll be lying if, like, it's probably not, that's probably not going to be the case or something, right? But at the same time, I think, like, I don't think you should capitulate in public, right? Like, if you're going to be doing something like this in the future, I just don't think she should be allowed to have a malicious lawsuit without trying to win the lawsuit in the first place. Yeah, that's fucking silly. So I think at some point, Destiny hopped onto Zip Zips.
Oh, hi, what's up?
I don't know. Oh, hey. Look who it
Wait,
is.
How do I make this thing
It's this
do
guy.
the speaker? Hold on.
Where's the TikTok? The fuck, bro? Oh my god, it's a gooner, you girl. Oh no. Sorry, Virginia Ferrantini. Holy shit. Okay, listen. Okay, when you make the video, can you just like blot this out? I don't want to get in trouble. Virginia Ferrantini. Yeah. There you go. Okay, that's her TikTok. It is right here. That's true. It is right here. Is that her with a partner? Wait, when was this? Oh, 2022. Never mind. Cool. Epic. Yeah, okay, so basically the motion is just fucking lying, I guess. Not either lying. No, it's just fucking lying. Yeah, because there's no way they don't know about that. Like, they're literally just lying. Like, literally just lying. Literally lying. I noticed Queeman hasn't covered Destiny Pxie much lately. Yeah, because it's a fucking... Everybody knows that Pxie is full of shit.
It's good. We were talking about the Supreme Court oral arguments that happened today about the tariffs.
Okay.
Yep.
Have you...
It's pretty crazy.
Wait, Kafka, do you ever say what area of law you practice?
Not really. I just say that I practice in civil court, mostly federal.
Have you ever had somebody that would just totally skip a notice deposition before?
Yeah. No, I have.
Really?
Like, I mean, I've had like, I don't think that I've had like an attorney act like exactly the same way as this, but I had someone act so badly that we asked for similar sanctions, and we.
Or no, I mean like they skipped a notice deposition. They didn't file anything, no protective order, or anything. They just like skipped.
Yeah, it was similar in the sense that this person had never practiced in federal court before, and we dragged them to federal court. And
wait, was it like a litigant pro se, or was it like a?
No, it was just a guy that he was an attorney that practiced primarily in state court. And so this guy was operating a scheme with his client that like involved a lot of fraud and very complicated stuff that was annoying. And one of our clients got tied up into it, and then we and they came to us about it, and we kind of looked at all the cases that had been going on with this, and we said, oh, these are all in like state court. And we found a way to drag them into federal court. And then for like the next 2 years, we just like would show up to hearings, and the judge would just beat the shit out of this guy live.
Jesus.
And so it's actually like I actually see kind of like a lot of similarities here. Not that it's like a similar substantively, but just kind of like seeing a lot of how they're acting is it feels a lot like, well, because like a lot of like an assumption you can make in state court a lot of times is like, oh, the judge isn't going to read any of this shit. State judges at a trial level don't really read their pleadings, especially like this early on into a case. They just kind of usually show up and the judge just goes, okay, what do you want? And then the plaintiff or whoever filed the motion go there, this is what I want, judge. And the judge goes, all right, what do you want? In federal court, that doesn't happen. Federal court judges read their shit. They care about the rules. They are very strict about stuff usually, and so like when I see this kind of protective order thing, them playing these kind of games, it feels a lot like a person that just is not familiar with dealing with federal judges. And so, yeah, I definitely
Yeah,
can relate to
they
kind of how you
generally
feel.
thought this would work. They didn't think they'd face any consequences from this. They just thought, oh, they could just not show up and that'd be fine.
They would skip a notice depo against Brettler, and they would just nothing would happen.
That's what they
Well,
thought.
I think that like I wouldn't be surprised if they thought that like them saying
I mean, this kind of goes back to my original theory that like because she hired immigration lawyers, the immigration lawyers are probably used to dragging out processes and being like really bad and scummy with the way that they practice court on purpose because they want to fight dirty against people who want to deport them, right?
that they didn't have that they
Yeah,
weren't
that's
available
my
on the
theory.
third to y'all was like notice enough that they like it's fine, whatever. If they try to take it to
I'm
court,
sorry,
we told
excuse
them.
me, what? We're lawyers, right? What do you mean that's fine enough? There's a process and procedure. They needed to file something with the court. It was already filed with the court. Their deposition was noticed. They can't just say,
Destiny, like the vast majority of lawyers you'll ever meet.
I know, I've debated Ryan Mulay enough or whatever the fuck that guy is.
The last time they read the rules of procedure was whenever they were studying for the bar. So do not expect that from them. But it's you are right to be like frustrated or I don't know frustrated, but like to be incredulous that they would do this, especially considering like they sent you fucking notices of depositions or right? Wasn't that part of? Weren't they trying to get you for a deposition or something? So
Isn't immigration court federal? I don't know.
they obviously
So we
did the
like
procedure themselves.
So we got it. We played. We did a meme. Okay. So did you?
Yeah, I mean, Destiny worships Brettler, but I mean, rightfully so, right? But at the same time, I think it's also like, I feel like whenever I spend a lot of money on something, I'm like more inclined to glaze something, glaze an expensive purchase, right? If you're purchasing the services of a renowned lawyer, right? If you're purchasing the services of Saul Goodman, aren't you more incentivized to glaze Saul Goodman because that person is Saul Goodman and because you've spent a lot of money on them? So it kind of looks weird if you aren't glazing them as well. I don't know.
See the back and forth. Basically, they were like, okay, hey, we should schedule a deposition. We were like, yeah, sure, let's do it. They're like, okay, are you guys like free in November? We're like, yeah, we're free on the 6th. Like, okay, cool. And they're like, are you guys free? Like,
Hold on, I'll turn this up. A little spoiler because Destiny is hella weird, but Destiny is drunk here. He is drinking. I fully support it, okay? Sometimes you gotta be drunk. I don't think he's gonna become an alcoholic, okay? Hopefully not.
on the 7th or 8th, they're like, no, we're not actually free until like next month. And we're like, oh. And then we went back and forth on that a little bit. Then we found out they're free on the 24th.
Wait, are we sure? Are we sure that he's drunk? He has a lisp. Did you know that he has a lisp? Because I wonder how many people know that he just has a natural lisp.
4th. And then they noticed my deposition for the 6th. And we're like, well, hold on. Can we do these together? And they're like, no. And we're like, well, shouldn't we like.
Is that Bug Boy really a lawyer? Yeah, Kafka Esquire is an actual lawyer. Yes. A practicing lawyer. Okay.
Do them like back to back? And they're like, no, you already agreed to the 6th. I'm like, well, no, we thought you were going to do it right.
Guys, please donate, okay? Contribute to the stream, all right? Support your local content creator. You want to support my expensive habits of buying cool eye contacts, okay? Feel free to, okay? But yeah. That's just Tiny's lisp. Yeah, that's his lisp.
After like, no, we've noticed your deposition. It's like, okay, well, we're going to notice your deposition for the 3rd then. Fuck you. And they're like, well, we're not available on the 3rd. I don't care. Then file something with the court then. Good luck. And they were like, well, no, we're just.
You're hurting his fifis, so he goes on other streams? Good. I'm not sad.
Gonna no call, no show. And then they did that, and we're like, well, okay, well, they didn't show up. Well, now we're gonna file that we don't have to show for our deposition, and we're filing for sanctions. Fuck you. And now they're like, and now the judge just gave them a show cause, and like, well, you need to explain why you skipped your deposition, why you didn't file a protective order, and if they don't show cause, I imagine, yeah, I'm gonna get me an easy 10K. Fuck them.
Lawyers will, but
10,000.
Well, I guess you get refunded for that, yeah. But the issue, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think that there's some kind of like they were saying something along the lines like, well, you unilaterally did that and did it strategically to try to like almost saying
because they were trying to say that they were doing it so that they would be able to depose Pxie before they got the chance to depose Destiny.
Zip is so loud.
Which is retarded. Don't, you're doing the Republican. None of that is true.
We're not saying it's true. That's what they were saying.
No, I understand. Yeah, but I'm saying like all these arguments are bullshit. Like we would have done it after. That was fine. But they played a game. I explained this on stream. It's like me saying like, hey, do you want to go to the Outback on Friday? And you're like, yeah, sure. And you're like, okay, cool. And they're like, yeah, are you going to pick me up? And I'll be like, no, I'm actually not going until next month. And you're like, oh, okay, well, I'll go next month. And I'm like, no, I already made your reservation. Good luck. And you're like, well, I thought we were going together. It's like, no, you're going on your own. Like they played this game with us. And it's like, what the fuck? What? Why?
And I can forgive you for your perspective on this because you've spent too much time, doing political debates and being in that world where there is no arbiter to actually come down and tell who's right and wrong. But in this scenario, there is, and the judge is going to look at that and go like, "Why do I give a shit that Destiny scheduled it before yours and he wanted to pose Doe first? If he wants to do that, he can do that. If you have a problem,
Yeah, I know.
Right? So like, it's kind of this thing where like you're right that they're playing games, but it's like it's this thing where it's like, who gives a shit if you're playing games? Like the judge doesn't fucking care. And so I think it's people just getting lost like in this kind of very like back in, like you're saying, playing these games spite driven, trying to like jockey for position, and it will not work. I've as I said, I've seen people try it and it doesn't work out for them, and there's consequences for it. That case did not turn out well for the people that I was against, and I said from the beginning on this one, I seriously think that
nice.
Doe's lawyers are really playing with fire in a lot of different ways. Not just because like, this is unprofessional and like their client's going to lose because of their shitty behavior, but like this can have serious blowback on them. If you get a grievance and if you get sanctions like this, like it's a public record. It's if you have a client and you want to try to get a client and they look you up and see that you have sanctions like this on your record, it can seriously harm your business. So like, I don't know why they're willing to throw so much shit away.
Something as stupid as like filing like a rote, like just a protective order or whatever. Like this is like an easy thing to file. Like of all the you're telling me that you were simultaneously filing for international subpoenas and you couldn't bother to file a protective order to court? Like what the fuck is wrong with you?
They didn't even know they had to. They're that retarded.
Well, and like there's a lot of like,
bro, dude, Pxie hired the most backwater alley, like fucking scuffed lawyers of all time. On God.
I made it sound a little overly formal earlier, but like if they had just like literally just sent in like a form protective order and then
that's all they had to do, and they knew it. It was noticed. It was on the docket.
Well, and then they could just like email the clerk and be like, "Hey, can we just like get the judge on the phone with like both attorneys?" I've done this in federal court, and it's just like it's like you, the judge, and the other attorney, and y'all just go, "Let's just figure this shit out. Like, we don't need to file more shit to the record."
Past that. We can't. I don't know if you read the emails, but like apparently Jonah's just like screaming and like every phone call, and there's like no, they can't. There are no like our meeting confirmed.
Bro, dude, wait, what? Wait, so then to be fair, like the calls are recorded, right? Because Lauren De Laguna is recorded. She is recorded. So is it the case that like there is actual recorded calls of Pxie's lawyers who are screaming over the phone? Oh my God. Oh my God, this is the next big content drop, okay? The next big content drop is the recordings, okay? The recordings of Pxie's lawyers. Oh my God. Absolute cinema. This is what we need, okay? I need women screaming, okay? That's what I need. Holy cow. That would be absolute cinema. I need that so badly.
Those are disasters, apparently.
Like, oh my God.
I will say this. I've never experienced that. In that trial that I described, or the case that I described to you, that lawyer was incredibly professional. I actually really liked talking to him, and he was fine. It was just like the shit that he would pull was bullshit, but like it was never like any animosity between us. But so that is unique. I will say that. I've never dealt with that.
Yeah. Okay. Wait.
They have to be very close personal friends for them to be that emotional. I have no idea. I just don't know. I just don't even know anymore. This just seems so stupid. Like this entire thing just seems so retarded. In every sense of the word, it is retarded. Like every single sense that the word retarded can be used, like it can be used to describe this case. It's so stupid. So stupid.
Any other things about my thing? Because I can't stay here all night.
Sorry.
Have you given your takes
more about you? 1 second.
On the other orders besides just that one? Like they granted the thing for Melina. Have you said anything about?
Yeah. I mean, I don't care so much about that. As long as nothing gets stalled, that would be annoying. So
that's what when I was reading it, I was at near the end. They said they basically went through all the 5 factors or whatever, and they're like, oh, okay, you can have it. They said, nonetheless, just as a United States court enforcing a letter of request issued by a foreign court might limit enforcement of the discovery device, Swedish Ministry of Justice might limit the enforcement. So basically what they're saying here, this might just go nowhere, which has always been true.
Well, sure.
So they're granting it, but it might.
Yeah, but you shouldn't count on that. You shouldn't count on that. I think what you can maybe count on is the fact that Melina might fight it, because there's no way Melina is okay with that. There's no shot, right? Like if I was the divorced wife, right, of another person, and I shared a bunch of information with a private, intimate partner that I now have an issue with, why the fuck would I want any of my personal information to be brought up again in my lifetime? Why do I ever want anything to do with my ex-husband, right, during my life? There's no way. That's crazy. That's such a huge breach of your like readjusted life, right? You're trying to go back to normal, right, after a divorce, because a divorce procedure is oftentimes messy as well. Why, like, there's no way she's not gonna, bro, that's crazy. Like, even if it goes through, I would be incredibly shocked if she doesn't fight that in some way, right? Yeah.
And not go anywhere, and I doubt they delay the trial or anything for it. So
okay, yeah, I haven't read any of it. That would be the only thing that would be annoying as fuck, is if they delayed it. But I mean, like, there's no excuse for them to have filed for this so late. Like, yeah.
So, whenever y'all were going back and forth about these depositions, like, do you think if you guys had scheduled a Zoom deposition, she would have showed up for that? Or do you think that she's like adamant about not going to any depositions? Because I wasn't sure how to read.
It might have shown up for it.
that.
It might have literally been burdensome for her. But like, it would have been burdensome because this is a meme to her. Do you understand that this is like a white girl who's just never faced consequences for any of her autistic shit she's ever done in her entire fucking life? So this is like a fun adventure. She's like sued somebody, and now her mom and dad are paying the court costs, and it's like a big meme.
We can hear his lisp. Ha ha ha, he has a lisp. Nerd.
And she's on her little girl power bullshit. And then Lauren Hayden is destroying her fucking life, who's also like got her teeth sunk in and everything. You know, yeah, she's going. She's mega. The day she loses her, oh my god, when she loses her license, I'm gonna be fucking dancing on this fucking grave. But yeah, no, Lauren. God, I hope I can talk about some of that sometime in a little bit. Not that you know anything about this, of course not. But
of course,
the fact that like I hate these people. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah.
Well,
but fuck, where was it? Oh wait, Pxie. Yeah, she filed this. It's all a meme. It's all a joke, and then that's it. Sorry.
Well, because no, you're fine. To me, like you were correct, by the way, on stream. You totally have the right to say, look, you filed this case here.
Yeah. You filed in Florida. Come to Florida. Stand your deposition.
Yeah.
Sit here for your deposition. Fuck you. I'm not gonna accommodate you. This is the least accommodate. I'm getting raped every single day, and you want me to accommodate you on a digital deposition? Why the fuck would I do that? Fuck you. Come sit in the venue that you chose to fucking sue me in. Sit here for your deposition. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fair.
I no, it totally is. To me, I'm just wondering. Like, I was looking at it, and I didn't.
Destiny getting glazed by his fans. SMH.
No, if it was is she literally just afraid to go to any deposition? That's why they're playing these games, or is it just petty shit? Because like, if I will tell you this, if you guys had literally said like, fine, we'll just do a fucking Zoom deposition, I don't give a fuck, right? Which I'm not saying that was the wise move, but if y'all had said that and then she didn't show up to that would have been like truly the ultimate like, judge, these people are fucking insane. I still think you guys are in a great position, everything like that. I just was looking for that moment because I honestly think that like there's a good chance that she would dodge any deposition, because especially after that transcript dropped, it's just like, it seems to me like she knows she's fucked.
Yeah. I mean, I think she might have done a Zoom deposition, but the bigger thing is like the reason she didn't want to do, or like wasn't available, quote unquote, they said just because she's at school. Like she just didn't want to travel at that time. That was it.
Fuck you.
That was literally just the only reason why. She might have done a Zoom deposition, but either way, why? Right? You're supposed to show up.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It just seems really stupid, especially like, so you spoke a little bit about your discovery stuff previously and issues there. If this, are you guys planning, well, actually I'm not going to ask that because that's too much in the future. I was just going to ask about what y'all's plans with that is, but like, depending on this like deposition and stuff that you did with her, like, how much like, or do you really need material from her from these depositions, or is it just like you guys going through the motions? Do you think there's like
They
actually
have
stuff there to
not
dig
prima
out?
facie established their case. I don't think like the only way they survive the 12B1 is if Abby's shit is if the judge is like, oh, I'm not going to look past the four corners of the complaint and Abby's stuff will stand. That's the only way it's because even on their like, imagine somebody challenges you on subject matter jurisdiction, and you're like, well, I'm just going to hire an expert witness to try to poke holes in their shit. This is you don't have to poke holes in my shit. This is your opportunity to prima facie prove your case. Do you meet the elements? The pleadings are accepted as true, generally speaking. On a 12B6 there. On a B1, they might have to have a little bit of evidence, but like it's just substantiate where 6 months in, 8 months in, you had all this time to develop the record. You have nothing. What are you doing? It's a joke. I think I'm gonna give
ABMC
it a
still hasn't shown anything.
42%.
Nothing's been shown. Nothing's been
Yeah,
demonstrated.
42% that it gets
Yeah.
dismissed on the 12B1. And I hope, because they keep prodding the judge and wasting time, I hope he gets he just comes with his death note and writes him off. That's what I'm hoping.
His metaphorical death note, of course.
I'm
Yeah.
excited to hear how this how this current thing's resolved. I was just wondering because I was surprised to see you guys even talking about doing depositions and stuff with the motion dismiss just still sitting on the record. Like usually we would have like in my experience, whenever you've got a dispositive motion like that, you usually wait for depositions. But I mean, I know this shit's like totally outside the norm.
Well, yeah, because normally normally these types of motion to dismiss is filed in your pleading stage, so we're pretty late into it. But everything is retarded with this fucking case. God, how stupid!
Yeah.
What a waste of time reading all this Supreme Court shit just to see that this is what the average federal fucking litigant is like. Is some unhinged fucking retard. Do you see her quoting like parts? I don't understand how they quote like 4 words of a sentence and they're like, "Oh, this is what the local rule 7-1 fucking whatever says," and it's like, no, it doesn't.
This is all just so stupid.
Like, I don't know why you left the other half of the sentence out. Like she said, she tried to quote. I don't know if this one is publicly filed yet, but it showed up on our
Actually, retarded lawsuit.
dog. And Andy B emailed me, and she's like, actually, we only
I don't
have
even
to
know
do
what
it
they're
anytime
saying.
after 90 days. We don't have to do it within 14 days if you look at the rule. And if you read the
Mm-hmm.
rule clearly states you have to do it within 14 days of the expiration
Of the
of
90 days. Yep.
Yeah, do you just think the judge can't read? Do you think he's retarded? Do you think that nobody has any idea like what the next like 12 words of the sentence are? And she's done this so many times. I don't know.
Well, hey, you know what? Stay strong, buddy. We're all rooting for you. Okay.
I'm not.
So hang in there.
I'm just praying if it's
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, this is too
gone this
Too
year,
much.
just be such a fucking weight off my shoulders for next year's like political. I want to be able to mobilize for like midterms, and I just can't like being a accused rapist in my.
It's gonna happen.
Bullshit,
Okay,
you know?
I believe.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, hey, we got that. We got our blue wave. Next, all we need is the motion to dismiss to succeed, and then 2026 will be perfect.
Do you think there's going to be the same
cute.
fuckery around deposing Abby MC as well?
Abby's never. If you read her leaked chat, bro,
RJ Fruity,
Abby
shush.
thought.
I mean,
Listen, Abby thought she could milk me for a clean 5 or 10K
yep.
because she thought she'd be anonymous through all of it. But since Pxie hates women and loves rapists and doesn't give a fuck about anybody involved in this case, they fucking doxed Abby and they fucked their protective order up for her. And then Abby,
she went on
that's why
Darius'
Abby's
stream
like,
right after that shit dropped and was like scared because she didn't want her. She didn't think she was gonna be on there. She didn't think people were gonna know.
Yeah, Abby was like, I didn't know my shit was gonna be filed public. I don't even know who the fuck I am. So now Abby's fucked because remember the OC like was represented.
Yeah, just a reminder to go to my second channel. My second channel is Snack Markets. I'm trying to push that. I'm trying to push that channel to 500 subscribers. Just so then I am able to get it monetized, so then I can get Slop content going, essentially. For my upcoming Slop editor to start producing stuff there. So I'm not really comfortable doing it without pay. So yeah, just so then they get a share of the cut.
Abby, and then they were like, "Oh, actually, we don't represent her because they sent me a demand letter, by the way, from Abby for 500K. They sent me a demand letter for 500,000 for $500,000 from this chick. First of all, how are you representing 2 clients where one is a witness and the other's case? What the fuck? This is retarded. It's not even a class action. It's just like 2 totally different lawsuits. But then they dropped her immediately, I guess. So yeah, no, she's that.
You got a demand letter?
What?
I didn't hear about this. You got a letter
Yeah.
from Abby under their letterhead?
Yeah, they were
Yep.
representing her.
And then
I-
they
I-
later said that
She was
She wanted
in-
$500,000.
She's still
But
in
then
Darius'
they-
Discord. She was there like a couple months ago, and I was just like asking her random shit, trying to see what the
What's Destiny's plan for the midterm? He says that, like he said in this one, that what he wants is he wants to be able to organize canvassing efforts, but what it sounds like is that he's unable to do it while he has like the legal shit going on right now, because he seems to be incredibly passionate about politics, obviously. Otherwise, why the fuck would he go out there and do shit? But it seems as though that he is just so encumbered by this lawsuit and constantly busy doing shit. So it sounds like, yeah.
fuck.
How soon
She would
after that
say.
did you? How soon after that did you send that law
Maybe
firm
like
a
a month
subpoena
after,
for?
or maybe it might have even been weeks, because we were like, hey, can we like depose her? And they're like, actually, we can't accept service on her behalf. And it's like, what do you mean? It's your fucking client. And they're like, well, no,
Yep.
not anymore. And we're like, what are we doing here, guys? What the fuck?
That's also like Kafka. That's
Yeah.
also in theory that's something that can be true. Like, oh, you're representing something, but not authorized to accept service. But what the fuck is like? It's dodging and on like the most.
You're their
literal sense.
attorney.
Jesus.
Yeah.
If you're their attorney, you can accept service for them. I would say like if it was like maybe in a way where it was like so unrelated, but if you sent somebody if you send somebody a demand letter for a client, and then that person comes back to you and goes like, "All right, let's dance, fucker." You don't get to then go, "Oh, we actually just did that for fun." That's not. Yeah, I don't. I'm not. I don't want to speak too strongly on that, but
Democracy
that's
could
not
end. True.
generally looked well upon when you do that in the legal community.
She also like
You really-
confirmed in Discord that yeah, they were actually representing her. They're still representing her as of 2 months ago. Whenever I was asking, she was like, "Yeah, they're still my lawyers."
I like how Abby MC literally admitted that they received the letter for a subpoena, and then she just like ignored it on purpose. And there's just straight up not been any repercussions for that so far. Great stuff. And then she admitted that she was avoiding subpoena again on Darius's stream. I think, right? It's just this entire thing is a clown show. Has this legal case even affected his political stuff? I mean, going on tours? It probably has. Yeah, probably definitely has. Just mainly because he could probably be doing so much more with his time if he hasn't been so fucking busy with this one. I'd be guessing is the reasoning, maybe. Like, yeah, I can imagine him going on more tours and going on more shit. Having to plan around stupid legal or court shit would definitely be a screw up in your plans, right?
And I am going to sue Destiny, and I have so much evidence, and I've given them so much evidence, and it's all going to be shown, and she's just waiting to show it, and all this
They had
shit.
the same lawyers, or she had some lawyers? Because I think she's trying to sue like
She
30
she said
people.
when she was talking to me in Darius' Discord, she said that she had multiple legal teams, and Pxie's legal team is one of her legal teams.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if that's correct, dude. Like, yeah, I'm not even sure if like she even has that many legal teams. It could just entirely be true that she's just completely lying, and that's just falsehoods. But
And
yeah,
she
who
sent them
knows
so
at
much
this point?
evidence against you, and for Pxie's case, she sent so much evidence to prove what she's saying, and it'll all get shown and whatever fucking. It's been months, and I still
You
haven't
know
seen
what?
shit.
Actually, I would withdraw support for Destiny. Apparently, he's about to get destroyed by Abby.
True. Also,
So
by the
true.
way, I still don't have Kafka. I still don't have the unredacted versions of those filings of Abby MC's evidence from like 3 months ago.
I thought they were
I'm
in court
literally
order.
like, what?
Tiny said it's part of the reason why he's been doing so many debates. He said it's because you have to prove you aren't radioactive to get Tor name out there again. Yeah, I think that is also probably the case as well. Like he has to kind of clear his name in terms of actually going out there and doing stuff, because otherwise you create this perception of you that you are in fact this very radioactive person that nobody should ever like associate or like have any kind of contact with, and that isn't productive. Because if you don't start fixing your reputation now, you'll never get the chance to do it like later, right? Because later on, after the court case is over, who knows when the fuck that happens, right? But you can still try to fix it right now, right? At the very least. So you can't just do nothing. You have to do something, right?
Wait, did the court order you to get one, or is it just they? Oh no, you're saying that they didn't send you the the opposing
No, like if
counsel
you
didn't
file
send it to
something
you.
redacted to the court,
Yeah.
you're supposed to send OC
Yeah.
the original copies. Why?
Yeah. So they
Okay.
still have it. Okay, all right. I'll let
No,
you get
because
to it.
I don't even know if there are unredacted copies, but okay, yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Anything
I'll let
else?
you get
Are
to
we
it.
good?
Yeah, Abby might just not have told them who the fuck those text messages were for or whatever the fuck. Like,
Well, because
who
I
the
think
fuck
because
knows?
Abby knows the way she submitted those. I don't think she ever wanted me to know her identity. I think it's
Yep.
possible that Joan, in between her helper getting her dressed in the morning and then feeding her breakfast, accidentally sent a message to Abby MC saying, "Hey, we can keep your identity totally secret the entire time."
I wonder if all of these, like, because this isn't the first time. I'm wondering. I'm speculating. Okay, my anti-fan instincts. Okay, my anti-fan instincts are popping off right now. Okay, because I wonder if like the reason why, and I promise this isn't to be unhinged, but I wonder if the reason why like he's naming these like helper analogies where he's saying like, oh, why do you have a helper in the morning? And because you're so retarded, right? You're so retarded, you need a helper in the morning to do things. You need a helper in order to help like get stuff done or something. I wonder if that is somehow associated with his mom with dementia, right? Because sometimes I get a lot of jokes just mainly because like I don't know. Like I get jokes from my own personal life, right? Because if something happens to me, I'm more likely to make a joke out there for some reason like that, right? But yeah, I don't know.
And
Yep.
then
Who knows?
Abby's like, "Oh shit! Well, I'll sign on and fucking I'll perjure myself as much as you
And Joan
want.
was
if
like,
my
"Oh, we'll just do
identity's
the same
secret."
thing we did for Pxie. We'll leave your fucking screen
Exactly.
name, and then we'll just
And
put
then
Abby
afterwards,
MC."
True. And then when Joan put in the
Just
piece of paper that she
speculation.
drew with Crayola crayons on the copy
Yo,
machine, and then they were like, "Oh shit!" Abby's like, "Oh fuck!" She wrote my name out and she fucked herself. Yeah,
it's
that's so
so
good though.
fucking stupid.
I don't even know. Like, at first, I said a stupid thing. Kafka gave me his opinion. I was like, Pixie must not. They must have done this case on contingency, but there's no way they would take a case on contingency like this. If two other law firms had rejected them and they clearly have no case, unless Pixie lied about everything. But why would you be so retarded as a lawyer that you would
Might be reading more into it. Hey, listen, okay? It isn't out of hate. Okay, it's just out of anti-fan speculation. Okay, parasocial speculation.
believe a retarded client?
Yeah,
I think
it's
he's got my
also
friend.
yeah. Also, as you
Conversation
said, it was
analysis, maybe.
like as you said, there's like a limit on the damages on it, like a pretty hard one. So like that's a clear sign that someone like would not do all of this on contingency. Like
Yeah.
if I knew
What difficulty XCOM do you play? Are you kidding me? Imagine doing anything but legendary difficulty, okay? I fucking hate this
that
game.
my limit for my client was 150K, this docket would be like 10 documents long at
Yep.
this point. I would be doing
Foodshops, let's say this case gets dropped. Destiny moves on to do politics full time. What's next? Quit my career. Quit streaming. Then I'll be like, oh, I'm finally freed. Time to go back and put fries in the bag, bro.
so many
169, by the way.
understand
That's where it's at.
Yeah.
Yeah,
nice.
legal, criminal, and all these other guys.
I'll be like,
they're
I am
"Oh, this
free.
is, like,
Free at last.
She's gonna get like that's like the floor. People were tweeting the statutory cap like the floor. 150K is the max. And they're like assuming punitive damage. I'm like, not to play my cards early or whatever, or not to like assume from a jury, but like you're gonna say that me sending one video to a person who got leaked by somebody else, that I'm gonna get punitively punished for that? Bro, give me a fucking break. Like there's no world. Even if I lost the case, like the jury was like, oh, he's probably guilty. Are they gonna issue big punitive sentences? Like, give me a break. Like it's so retarded. Oh god.
Wait, real quick. Is the limit on the entire thing, or is that just for the federal charges? Because I have not looked into the state stuff at all. Because I don't
Don't
know.
waste your time. Don't worry. She hasn't either.
Sure.
You've read about it. You've read them as much as Pixie has.
Yeah,
underlying-
the
the
only
underlying-
time they appealed to the fucking state thing is for the letter to Melina, because that one has like intentional infliction of distress or whatever the fuck that maybe you can say Melina might have some stuff for, because then it's like getting to character evidence or whatever the fuck against you. But they were leaning hard on that for the Melina thing. That's it.
I don't even know if they can, because me and Melina were married. That we have the marriage shit.
Yeah, that's another thing.
don't
She
lean-
might just
don't
not
lean
be
on
able
that
to say
too hard.
anything. So
Don't lean on that.
Also, I don't think she wants.
I mean, this is like most definitely like a fucking this is most definitely like trying to embarrass Steven, right? Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me, because if you're trying to like drag her out back into the open, you're essentially, for the sake of going after Steven, you are harming another person like that to do so, right? Yeah, I don't know. Like, all of this stuff just seems so crazy to me. Just mainly because one of the cited reasonings for Pxie in the first place is that she says that she is doing this on the behalf of women, right? But what justice are you trying to pursue? Like, this is just horrible. But yeah, good one. If Melina is truly a victim, I mean, you're basically saying, I acknowledge that she is a victim, but I don't give a fuck about her feelings or her wishes.
Too. Also, fuck off. Leave my ex-wife Melina's precious. Leave her alone.
He's-
God,
LW,
she's so
guys.
gross.
LW. Last
Okay.
spam.
All right.
Anything else? We good?
I'm good.
Yeah. Oh, did
There's
fucking
nice to
Grace
talk to you,
Thorpe
though.
ever actually sue or anything?
Oh yeah, that one.
She filed a complaint, but they haven't served me yet. So she either didn't pay for service. How long does it take for that to go away? Do you have any idea?
No. Kafka?
There's I
So
mean,
gay.
where did she file it? If you know, do you know where she filed
I
it?
think it's in the.
Well, he has no idea
Florida.
because he hasn't seen that, right? He has.
Well, no, I
Well,
mean,
no,
is it
it's-
federal or is it state?
It must be federal, right? It's diversity
It's
jurisdiction.
different,
Can
yeah,
she
different
sue me?
states.
And
I don't know. I don't keep up with all this, but they'll eventually probably DWAP it. So I would, a few months
What's
they'll
that,
probably DWAP it. Yeah.
what does
So
DWAP mean?
The fuck is that?
dismiss for want of prosecution. So like, what's
Eh,
gonna happen is they're gonna say like, oh, you want to sue Destiny? Okay, well, why the fuck didn't you serve him yet? And she'll go, and then they'll go, okay, well, since
That's
you
what she
didn't
sounds
serve
like.
him, you obviously don't give a shit
Why?
enough for us to give a shit. So we're just gonna dismiss this and then get rid of her case.
Queen
Um,
behavior. To be honest, to be curious,
okay.
I would marry Grace Thorpe if she ever wanted to. If she ever propositioned me. Okay.
Wow, good one.
You should show up.
Okay,
If you get served, you should show up to
Um,
court and say, Your Honor, I'm not here to provide an answer. I'm here to ask that you can marry.
I'm gonna see. The problem is that Destiny does so much crazy shit that I'm not even sure if he memes anymore. Like, I'm not even like, he does so much crazy shit that I'm not. I have no
Us
words.
here today in your courtroom.
I will commit. If she actually serves me, I will litigant pro se it. Fuck it. I'll go. We'll just do it on
Okay.
stream.
When I
Why
was
not?
in
Yeah.
There it is.
when I was in law school, I got sued personally.
In law school? What?
Yeah. That's a story for a different day. But like halfway
Did
through,
you
Why,
fucking
really?
sexually
Jesus.
harass? What
I'm
the
not
fuck?
gonna
Okay.
I'm not gonna give
Oh my
details.
God.
But other than to say, like, at first
Holy
I hired
shit.
an attorney and then I was like, actually fuck this, and I just went pro se and I learned so much about how to be a lawyer just doing it all myself.
That's so epic, dude. What
It's
the
a
fuck?
good time.
Holy
I
shit.
enjoyed it, but I mean I like
What
being a
the
lawyer.
fuck?
But I probably can't even legally advise you to go pro se because it's horrible
Oh my
advice.
God.
But I can say that I enjoyed doing it.
Bro, actual fucking Giga Chad. What the fuck? Dude. Kafka is an actual fucking Giga Chad. Wait, so when he was in law school, he got sued? Wait, okay. So to be clear, he was in law school and he got sued. And, did he win? And he represented himself?
In a case where like there really wasn't the stakes weren't that high, so it was like actually really.
I
Oh,
just want to
okay.
hear, like, it would just be funny to get all the
Holy
way to the jury
shit.
and you're like playing videos to the jury and there's like Ben Thorpe is like, yeah, and I fucked my daughter. It would be so much fun.
Because she's suing for
Imagine being
defamation,
able-
for which like the truth
I
is whatever
know.
absolute defense or whatever the fuck. So yeah, you just
Well,
show the
fuck
fucking
the fact that it's an event.
him saying
I
it
just
and
need to
them
play-
saying it, and that's it.
I would just get to play these clips for the jury. I would just make the best YouTube highlights compilation ever. And I'd be like, bros, this is really this chick? You're telling me this chick is not getting dicked down by her dad? Oh my God. And Ben would be there. Oh, it'd be great.
I mean, honestly, I feel
Jesus.
like what would the best part of it would be you would put Ben Thorpe on the stand and be like, "So did you fuck her?" And then he would be like, "Yeah." He would just unabashedly be
Oh
like,
my
"Well, I'm not gonna say no
God.
now." Like, I feel like yeah.
Oh.
King.
Oh,
No, the real
absolute
thing
king.
is, it's gonna be in court, right? And then Ben Thorpe is on the stand, and he's finally, once the questioning is over, he's gonna say yes, he fucked his daughter, and he's gonna finally take his chance and beat up Destiny like he always wanted to.
Actually, yeah, Destiny, you should watch out. That guy's he's gonna destroy you, dude.
King.
So looking forward to that. Looking forward to that lawsuit.
I mean, he can try.
Hopefully not. But anything? Okay. Anything else?
Mhm.
Bro, dude, I just keep on thinking to myself, dude, am I ever gonna cover something like more crazy than something like this? And I think that I think a fucking Grace Thorpe, Ben Thorpe lawsuit would be it. Thorpe versus Destiny would unironically be crazier. Like, what, dude? Just fuck me, dude. Just end me.
No, I'm all good.
I think so.
Okay.
I'm gonna eat it.
Oh my god, it's like you're trying to keep me streaming on purpose. It's like you want me to keep streaming on purpose. I just want to retire from streaming already. I am tired, okay? It's been months, okay? I am tired. I'm exhausted. I'm Peter Coffin, okay?
Yeah.
Anything else?
You have
Just
any
let me
questions?
retire already.
Do you think
No.
that? Do you think they're going to get sanctioned? How
Let
can
me
she
be like
show cause when
Keemstar.
there is a clear chain of emails saying that there was a deposition? And
She got hit by a
and it was
bus
noted?
right at that moment, so that's why she couldn't show up.
Oh,
It's the only
Isekai.
way.
Nice.
So my attorney actually had a
Truckin'.
second form of cancer. That was why we're the TRO here. Bro, imagine
It's
saying in your TRO
metastasized.
hearing, you're like, one of us had cancer, one of us had pneumia, and we just couldn't get around
Actually,
to it. So,
okay. This is kind of a joke because like how much like shitty lawyers do this, but like the go-to move is COVID because like I don't know, like
Oh,
there are
shit.
some courts that are just like traumatized from the day like whenever we had to practice during
yeah,
COVID.
you think that's the Southern District of Florida with Judge Eileen Cannon? You think that's
I
Southern District
mean,
of Florida is going to be amenable to COVID arguments?
maybe. But what I'd say though is
This ain't the Ninth Circuit, son. Okay, we're not here in California. All right, we're in
Yeah.
real ass DeSantis federal court judge, Supreme Court Justice Thomas approved. Okay, we don't do that down here, motherfucker. We don't even
Hell
believe
yeah.
in COVID down here, bitch.
True.
To answer your question, I think that
Based.
for them to avoid sanctions would be very surprising. I think this is you. I mentioned to Zip earlier, like you actually have the nice thing here is you actually have like measurable damages that you can say like, hey, look, like
Yep.
we spent some fucking money. Like you guys are clearly violating the rules, and it caused me to lose that money. So like, I think it would be incredibly difficult. I mean, to be fair, she could file a motion of white woman tears and see how far that gets her. But
Easy.
I
A
just don't
motion
think
of
it's
white
gonna-
woman
it's
tears.
gonna play
Jesus.
her.
Okay.
I feel
So-
like every time the judge has written more on this case, that it's not good for them. So
I think that
Yeah.
it sounds like a lot of cope, and you've been talking to Foodshops and Zip too much. You should probably hang out with Justical a little
True.
more. He'll let you
Actually,
know.
Not enough.
He's got this
Yeah.
guy named
Yep.
Video Game Batman.
You're on the ropes, dude.
And that
I'm
guy,
on the rope.
yeah.
I looked at Kiwi Farms and I saw that I'm making up all my evidence and that it was real
Yep.
and true. And I'm like,
Obviously.
oh fuck, they got me. That one guy who said I made all the logs up.
Dude, you
I mean,
literally
he's
said on
gonna
stream
nail
that you
me
were
on it.
fabricating
Destiny,
evidence.
here's
Like,
the scary
duh.
part.
Come on.
Yeah, here's the scary part.
The scary part about that is that next filing they do, they're going to put a link to Kiwi Farms where it says you made up all the evidence, and then you're
Oh,
going to
no.
get just the judge is going to go fuck live and just immediately send you to jail.
Yep,
Bro, the judge is
Yeah.
going to be like, in response to defendant Bonnell, also known as a massive fucking lolcow faggot on the internet, we
Yeah.
are
Oh my god, why? Stop. Okay. Macabeth, you gotta bleep out that F slur. Steven.
going to sanction him and automatically award judgment and punitive damages in excess of $400 million for the Queen Puerto Rican Pixie. True.
Yeah.
Absolutely true.
I've seen it
My
happen.
Latinx queen.
But no, I'm excited. Is there a hearing for this, or is he just asking for?
There's no hearing.
I imagine
set
this is going to go to a
on this.
hearing at some point, right? Which I'm so excited for.
Probably once
Bro,
Yeah.
I want the next hearing so
the response
bad.
is
Oh my
due
God.
in next week, so probably next week they'll schedule a thing if they
Also,
have any argument at all. but
Joan,
they might
yeah,
just not
true.
even have
And
to.
Joan, since you're listening, I want Joan to show up at the next hearing because Carlos,
Ooh.
okay, is out here representing all your crazy legal shit. I want Joan. I wish she would have deposed me, or not deposed me. Question me, cross-examine me
Holy
on the
shit,
stand.
bro. I
She didn't
think
even
I
show up
remember
for
I
the
said
thing.
like I was surprised she wasn't there because what the fuck? Why wasn't she there?
I want Joan to show up, and it's just fucking Lauren with a mustache.
Holy shit,
Dude.
Fucking epic! It would be so epic. I would be owned. Actually,
Oh my god, that would be so wild. Dude. I don't think I would be able to handle the cinema. Dude, I can't with this. This shit is so stupid. This shit is deep fried. Okay. This shit is deep fried. Okay. It's just this entire thing is deep fried.
That would be so owned.
I mean, yeah, like if Lauren is not ghostwriting at least part of some of these motions, then I have to absolutely
mean-
wonder what the fuck did you do to Joan?
Defendant, I just
Destiny?
love the sense.
That's the true
Defendant-
mystery here is what did you do to Joan to make her act like this if Lauren is not pulling the strings?
Yeah. Defendant
Dude.
continues to gaslight the court.
Yup.
I think she did that twice. Yeah, and then when she's like, my favorite writing of Joan, who's my
Jesus.
favorite feminist author, by the way, Puerto Rican feminist author, when she's like, and defendant continues to make fun of undersigned counsel, despite the fact that our last two motions for subpoenas were actually approved, by the way. And I'm like, why are you
Yeah, I literally
wasting
just
1
fucking
page
crying
writing
about
this?
getting shit talked.
I just
She's
love
blog
the
posting
idea.
at me at her. This dude, if she has BPD, this is my future wife, Joan Peters. You could be Joan Bunnell. Okay, I'm just saying. Email
Oh
me,
my god.
gmail.com. Okay, we can, dude. Let's
Well,
go.
guys,
Oh my god, marrying her to get the case dismissed? Dude, marrying her so then the judge gives up? And then you divorce her. And then you take all of her money from her lawyer shit. Dude, absolute cinema. Absolute. Listen, this is what you need to do, okay? Okay. I fucking lost this one, okay? I fucking lost it. Fuck me. Lost this run again. You need to marry Joan. You need to marry Joan, okay? You need to take a share of her business as like a married couple would do. You need to get the money, okay? You know what the money is. You need to get the money. And then you need to divorce her. After she dismisses the case against you because you guys are married and because you guys have a share and she doesn't want to damage her business. Actually, no. Can you even marry someone if that person is pursuing a case against you? Oh my god. What if you're the one who creates the precedence for that? Because it's so crazy. What if you're the one that creates the precedence for that? What if you're the first ever case in Southern Florida of someone trying to marry the opposing counsel? Oh my god. Dude, haters to lover arc. What if you're the one that sets that precedent? Oh my god. It would be the wildest cinema.
I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys in the next court filing when this.
Oh my god. Do you know what would be cinema? Is if she would be like, oh my god, the way that you gaslight all of us turns me on so hard. And then it turns out it was Lauren Haydenson this entire time. Oh my god, it turns out to be Lauren. Oh my god, it's Lauren De Laguna the entire time. Oh my god, and she's like, Steven, I win. She's gonna be like, Steven, I win. Oh, somebody call Night
Fucking
Shyamalan.
I will
gets
bring
put-
so many more paper towels to Puerto Rico than Trump did. I will be that country's savior. Okay, I'll buy Anchor solar panels for it. I'll do what Elon couldn't. Okay, I'll do. Okay, sorry, just kidding. Okay, any final thoughts? Are we good? Can I leave or anything else?
I mean, one last. I just have to say, I really, I think.
Foodshops, stop streaming this and write the fan fiction, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's like Game of Thrones on crack. Okay, it's like Game of Thrones on crack. There's so many games being played here. You have no idea how many games are being played right now. Okay, you have Lauren De Laguna posing as Joan. All right, because De Laguna, she is no stranger to taking on multiple identities, okay? And no stranger to lying, all right? So you have Lauren De Laguna taking on the role as Joan Peters. And she is the one that represents Pxie in the court of law because she has an emotional investment. Why? Because of her perceived scorned ex-lover Destiny. Oh my god! And then, at the same time, Destiny plots to get the case dismissed. So what does he do? He proposes to marry Jung, but he doesn't know that Jung is actually Lauren Southern. Sorry, Lauren Haydenson. Fuck me, dude. He doesn't know, okay? He doesn't know that Lauren was there the entire time, knowing that Destiny was crazy enough to take upon him the marriage. And she cackles. She goes, in my plot to take revenge upon Steven for denying me my love, I will go and take revenge. But I never imagined that you would be crazy enough us to try to get a marriage proposal with me. Oh my god. And then Jung, of course, without revealing her face, she says, yes, I accept. I do. Okay? I do. And then they marry. They do a Discord marriage. And then a fucking pastor, okay, a marrying priest, logs onto Discord to carry out the vows of marriage. Okay? Oh my god, absolute cinema. And then, after that's want and done, they dismiss it. They dismiss the case because it's a conflict of interest, okay? It's a conflict of interest, and she decides to stop pursuing the case, okay? Oh my god, but then it turns out, what happens? What happens when it turns out? Holy shit. She takes off her wig and her mask and everything. She's like, it's been me all along, Steven. It's been me all along. It's been me the entire time. And Steven realizes horrified. What have you done? Lauren looks at him straight in the eye and goes, Steven, I am with child. And then, divorce court. In custody over the new kid. Oh my.
I just sorry. It was just that I love the idea that someone's like gonna write in a motion just like that. Defendant is gaslighting the court, and like a judge is reading that, and he just like looks at it and goes like,
He's like, what is
"Oh
gas?
my god!"
Yeah.
I just want the judge to go like,
They also keep
"Oh
saying,
my god, I've been being gaslit this whole time." And, like it's just like a moment where like he actually like comes to terms with the fact that he's been being gaslit by legal filings.
He logged into his Tumblr and he reblogged like a fucking emotional abuse thing, and he's like, I just realized that feel when opposing counsel is gaslighting me in my own courthouse.
I actually think, holy shit.
Yo, thanks.
Just a drink. A martini, shaken, not stirred.
Thumbs up content.
Boy, thank you so much for the 10 bucks. Thank you.
Stack has hit the Destiny community, and it's from the judge in his own trial.
What do you think?
Foodshops, what made you cover the Destiny case? Because I've been fucking following Destiny's like drama shit like since fucking forever at this point. Like, yeah, I've been following his like stupid drama shit, and like honestly, yeah, that's literally it. And in addition, I think it's in addition to him, I don't think him getting enough good representation and defense on his part. Yeah, that's also like that part as well. Like I noticed that people aren't really defending him well when they are defending him. So I was like, yeah, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and fucking go ahead.
Jonah's gonna hit you with the defendant is actually stonewalling the court when he's not replying.
And not showing up for his deposition. He's stonewalling up.
Motion to
and the court
motion.
case is like fucking Dr. Gottman. That's it. It's just Dr. Gottman. And it's like,
And for the record, like it's not like I blame people for being bad at defending Destiny, right? If that makes sense. It's rather that I don't think people are able to handle this much complexity, right? Like think of someone like Darius, okay? This guy's brain is so small and so tiny. And how could you blame Darius for not being able to grasp, the court case, right? I mean, again, you can't lead a retarded horse to water, okay? You can't lead a retarded horse to water. You can't force someone to understand something in which they don't have the intellectual capacity to understand it, okay? How could I expect counterpoints to properly defend any part of this in terms of the nuance? How could I? He has epic amounts of sad brain rot. Okay, it's like expecting a toddler to do arithmetic. You just kind of have to accept that they're kind of just unable to do it, right? Um, and let's see who else. Wick. How could you expect Wick to understand anything at this rate? This guy wants to appeal to moderates. They're all retarded. Okay.
Holy
Oh
shit.
no.
Motion to request the court to take judicial notice that defendant is a Darvoing. Okay. So,
No,
yeah,
not the Darvo.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
Jesus.
So, go. Nothing else. Destiny. Go off. Have your fun.
I like how
whatever
this.
you're doing
I like to
tonight.
imagine this chick is like downloading Kiwi Farms videos, uploading that to a
Yep.
fucking USB drive, and she's mailing this to the fucking courthouse.
Yep.
Bro, are you insane? Like, judge, he said he's fabricating evidence. He fucking talked. He was on fucking Code Cave, posted on fucking Kiwi Farms. Fucking judge, listen to this to the judge. I just imagine the judge like at home and he's like plugging this USB drive in, and it's like me saying like, "Oh no, the Unix timestamps don't match," and the judge is like, "Bro, I just want to fucking kill myself." Oh my god.
Oh my god, absolute cinema. And it's like me trying to get Steven to like fucking pay someone to do it for him. Oh my god. Dude, that would be so fucking cinematic, dude. That would be so fucking cinematic. Like, I'm trying to get Steven to fucking listen to me. And like, he just won't listen, right? Oh my god, can you just imagine the judge listening to that? Like, the judge, like, fucking, like, going like, all right, time to see what's on this bad bitch. All right? And it's just like me and Steven screaming at each other back and forth. Oh my god, absolute cinema.
Okay. Are we good? I'm like fucking wasted. Or not wasted,
Yeah.
I'm drinking, I'm having fun. Are we good?
Okay, never mind. He is drinking. Oh my god, he is drinking. Holy shit, he is drinking. Never mind, he's not just slurring. Well, I wouldn't have noticed because he has a lisp. But
Okay, cool. Yeah, we're
And
good.
I didn't
be
even
safe,
know.
please.
Yeah, I'm always safe. Yeah, dude,
I'm always
I
safe.
will say if
Uh-huh.
I quit streaming because fuck all this bullshit. Hold on. Here's the one thing. I don't want to give my mental away. Do you think Pixie would refile in state court?
I am
I would almost give her
so
props if she
curious.
did.
I
Dude, it
doubt
would
it.
be-
Okay, because here's the thing as well. Like, I don't know if
Please
you
don't
know other
jinx
shit
it.
behind the scenes, but I remember a couple months ago, or maybe like a month ago, Lauren De Laguna was on fucking the Princess stream, and people were like asking about Pixie, and she said, "I actually told Pixie not to," and then like shut the fuck up.
Hold up. Kafka. I don't even know how much of my brain is in your brain. Lauren is fucked, right? You agree Lauren is fucked. That's it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's it.
Is
That's all. That's it.
Is that
Yeah.
it?
Zip
Yeah.
it. You don't understand.
I don't.
Lauren? Whoo. Do you know when moms are like, I brought you into this world, honey, and I could take you out of it? That's it. Okay.
Shit.
She's yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
You heard it here first, guys.
I am really excited for what's coming after.
Ooh.
Me too.
It's that bad,
Okay.
huh? She was
No,
solo the whole time,
no.
guys.
That's it.
She was
That's it.
solo.
Wait. Kafka, tell him. You don't know how bad it is, actually. It's really bad.
Yeah. No, it's
It's really
yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Also,
Yes.
wait. I don't even know if Kafka is in my brain as much. I seem schizo, but reality is more schizophrenic than I am. Right? Do you agree with that? Shut up. Do you agree with that?
Who are you talking to me?
Because he's telling me
Yes,
shut up.
Kafka. Tell him.
Yeah.
Reality is more schizophrenic than I am. Okay, that's how crazy. Life imitates art, and art imitates schizophrenia.
Is this teasing disbarring? of Lauren De Laguna. I mean, it's gonna be pretty peak, not gonna lie. Oh my god, and I fucking just got someone killed.
And that's
That's
where my
just
life
great.
is right now. But that's okay. Let me put it this way.
Bro, you're in the
I am
painting.
being gang stalked. I'm being gang stalked by one person. Okay, that's my life is being
Oh,
gang
no.
stalked by a single person.
There's
That's my
no
life. Make her
shot.
go away. I need her to get away from me. Okay, or at least since I'm single right now, I can marry her if she wants to be my wife. If that'll make her stop, then I'll marry her. Okay.
Wait, so Destiny broke up with Leliana? Okay. Oh, so that's why Honey is not with him anymore. Oh my god, he lost a cat. Oh my god, she took the cat. She took the cat. You know what? I'm just gonna headcanon that, like, they parted on good terms, okay? I'm just gonna headcanon they parted on good terms, and there was no hard feelings between them, and he can go anytime to pet the cat, okay?
Okay. Jesus Christ.
I had to say I am impressed because I remember the Anna arc, and I was like, God damn, how, like, this is
Can't get any crazier than
so
this,
much.
huh?
I was like, this is like, is this a performance? Like, it was really hard for me to like engage with that. And then I will just say that Lauren, man, Anna is so grounded, and I'm so happy for her because holy shit,
Queen.
is she fine
True
compared to what's
queen.
going off right now.
That was just
I don't
character
know, man.
development.
I got DMs from some people when I was defending Destiny and he endorsed me for the first time. One of the people who reached out to me was Lauren De Laguna, okay? So yeah, glad to see that she's not involved in any way, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah,
She is a.
Painting Destiny is literally Verso. Stop. Okay, if you compare Destiny with Verso, I think that might actually boost his ego too much, okay? Like, Destiny actually looks up to Verso, unironically. Like, unironically, this guy, like, sees himself in Verso, a scorned, nihilistic person, okay, who is against the odds and faces the blankness of reality. Like, oh my god, please. Oh my god, you don't need to boost his ego anymore, okay? Please, just don't do it, okay? He's already very egotistical, okay? Destiny's already pretty damn egotistical. You don't need to boost his ego anymore, okay? He literally compared himself to Neo from the Matrix, okay? When he was talking about his divorce. Oh my god.
That was the
True
beginning
queen.
arc. Okay, now we're in the end game.
I just want to say, when I watched Gone Girl, I only saw Lauren's face on the screen the whole time. I was like, oh my god, that's her.
I mean, she's a great
That's
actress,
Lauren.
so
Stop
That's her.
thinking about
It's
her.
Lauren the whole time. She has gone.
His ego requires boosting in these trying times. No, it does not.
Gone Girl. But
Sure,
I
it's-
need to be the Brett, for Brad Pitt. Who's the guy? What's the guy?
You mean who?
I don't.
Who's the
I
guy in the
don't remember.
movie? It's not Brett
Are you
Favre.
talking about? Oh, you're talking about the guy
Ben
that was
Affleck.
in.
And
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
need to be Ben Affleck. I need to be her
Yeah.
Ben Affleck. I hope. Here's what I hope. I hope that I'm strong enough to be with Lauren. That's all I hope. Okay. Martin Shkreli failed. The Rapist California Doctor failed. I will succeed. I'll be strong enough to be her king. Okay.
You got that shit, dude.
Okay. Okay. Are we good? Anything else? Are we all good?
Oh, good.
He
You have a great night,
he
man.
said anything
I
else.
think we're good.
Have you seen? Wait. Final question for
Yep.
Kafka. And all of your
Busy.
federal adventures. Have
One
you seen
more.
a docket this busy in a year?
Okay, this is. I'll tell you this. Yeah, like there's insane shit you'll see out there. I will say this.
Okay.
One second. As
Yeah.
far as like number of filings, yeah, of course. As far as like the amount of like petty weird filings like this, it outside of family court, it's hard to see shit like this.
Oh my god,
this
dude! I
is-
get so many emails from family court lawyers. Dude, the family court seems like the worst. Like the most.
dude, I would call
debate.
this up.
Oh my god! Do you have you ever done family court stuff?
I did one thing, and it was thank God it didn't last very long because the amount of like I couldn't fucking handle it. I have so much respect for family court judges and some family court lawyers. And because holy fuck is that the
Holy shit.
worst. It is
Yeah, I've
Family
heard that
court is
as
like
well.
if you were to take the whole world of rap Family court is like the trap of like fucking like the trap rap of like the lawyer world. It
Yep.
seems like the worst.
It's go ahead.
Also, just one quick micro story. It was just funny because you said in state court the
So
judge
much.
is like whatever. I wanted to fight my traffic ticket in Louisiana. I got a speeding ticket
yeah.
because I drive quickly.
Dude,
Okay. I got
Louisiana
pulled over
court.
by this fucking cop thought he was Batman, bro. This guy's like hiding in a ditch. Okay, and I'm like, are you fucking serious, bro? The Dark Knight. Okay, good job. You got me going 16 to 45 and you're bumfucked out. And I read all the Reddit threads. I'm like, I'm gonna go down there and fight. Okay.
Wait,
I drove.
wait, hold on. What? What part of that was Batman? What part of that was Batman? What part of that was Batman?
Drove my ass to Louisiana from
Okay.
Omaha. This is like a fucking 16-hour drive, I think. I drive down there and I'm like, I'm gonna show up in court. I got all the memes. I'm gonna fight my ticket. And I
Accurate Lamau, Family Court is the drill rap of the entire genre. Stop.
walk in. First of all, the courthouse is me, the judge, and the cop. Those are the only three people in the whole
Yeah.
thing. And I feel like this story is like, and I go up and I'm like, because I'm a fucking faggot, like 23-year-old. Okay, so
Yep.
I'm like,
Oh my god. Stop. Dude, you're gonna make me have to take down... fine, I'm gonna take down this VOD too. Dude, just like, what? Stop. Just stop saying the F slur. Oh my god. Is he usually like this when he's drunk? Or buzzed? Sorry, he's not drunk. He's buzzed, right? Like, because I don't hear any, like, huge slurrings. He's probably lightly buzzed. Oh my god. I mean, lightly buzzed is, like, the best way to go, to be fair, when you're drinking. But just stop, please. Oh my god.
acne loser.
Wait,
And I'm like,
just stop.
I'm like, I actually don't think I was speeding. And the judge is like, he looks at me and the judge laughs and he's like, no, we're not.
Oh my god, I wasn't recording. I wasn't recording this entire time. Guys, I'm cooked. I'm actually cooked. I wasn't recording the VOD this entire time. That's just great.
Doing
Okay,
this. And I'm
fantastic
like,
stuff right
And
And
now.
I
you
don't say
bitched
anything.
out.
The judge is like, let's go to my office. We're just gonna sign your ticket and be done with this. And I'm like, and like a total soy fuck. I'm like, okay. And then we sign the ticket and I'm just done. I plead guilty. And he didn't even hear my anything. I'm like, wait, what? And then I
You got
drove
bitched,
home.
bro.
That was what a waste of time in my life. I was such a soy loser. And I got fucked.
Man.
The judge laughed at me. He laughed at me. I feel like he was personal friends with the cop. I'm gonna find.
Oh wait, hold on. But it's okay. Because all of every one of these segments are all main channel videos. Oh wait, okay, hold on. I think we're good. Actually, yeah, I think we're good because everything that I've covered today are all like main channel videos, right? I think it should be fine. Can she use the kickbot? I can, but it's just like a hassle. It's stupid.
In a video game, him.
Oh,
I'm gonna get back
whoa.
When I get my when I become a lawyer, I'm gonna go sue him for fucking my shit up. Okay. All right, that's all I have
Yeah.
though. All right,
Based.
All
that's
right.
my story.
Wait,
Well,
wait,
Oh,
that's
I was
wait, that's
saying
I'm gonna say
that,
something
like,
real
the
quick.
local court,
Did you know
local courts
this?
are crazy. What?
You need to private it? No, I just delete it.
I'm saying something real quick. Did you know?
I'm not even gonna let YouTube run its fucking AI analyzer on me. What the fuck? I'm not gonna even risk that because as far as I'm concerned, I think what actually happens is that YouTube runs some kind of AI analyzer on every single video, every single VOD to scan for anything that is flaggable, right? Because they don't give a fuck. So the thing is that I just don't want anything to do with any risk like that. So I just immediately delete it afterwards, okay?
Wait, hold on.
I'll be fine.
Congratulations. Wait. Oh, should I?
She's trying to.
So stupid.
Did you?
What is this?
Lauren De La Gouda is trying to start her own law firm.
Listen. You don't understand. I am coming after her law license, and I think I have. I think I have a really strong case. And Kafka might agree with me. I think she, bro. You have no idea. I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna get her. Okay.
I will just. Yeah. Hey, more power to you. I'm honestly. It's one of these things where, like, whenever you see like somebody who is just like truly burning candles at both ends, where like this 20-year-old girl is in college, first time she's ever not been at home, and you were like, holy shit, you were destroying your life with drugs, alcohol, and sex and stuff like that, and they're just going, right? I feel like that's Lauren with her legal career because it's just like this thing where it's like, why the fuck did you even get this with if this is what you're
True.
gonna do with it? And it's like the thing where like, let's say at some point, for some whatever reason it might be, she is no longer a lawyer. Like, I don't even know how much that affects her life in the sense that it's like, I think that like she's gonna continue to do as much insane shit. She just won't be a lawyer while
Oh,
doing it. That's
yeah,
how it
not being
feels.
in on the secret memes, okay? Whatever the fuck you guys are talking about where she's fucked, it's gonna be just another thing to add to the list of insane shit from Lauren Logan. That's it. That's
I mean,
what I
she
think.
snuck a phone into the bar. I mean, like, what the fuck is that? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's a thing where it's like, I just see that, like,
Yeah, so if you guys do not know, Lauren De Laguna is a locale, okay? And she is just so bad on so many things. And what you need to understand is that the reason why she couldn't pass the bar exam initially is simply because she's been caught sneaking a phone into the exam room. Now, this is like one of the big no-nos that you should never, ever, 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 ever do. Ever. You shouldn't, like, it's such a big no-no. It's like a massive no-no, okay? Like, this is something you literally cannot make a mistake on either, right? Like, as in, like, uh, yeah. As in, like, oh, yeah, it would be crazy. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of crazy. Like, yeah, the entire thing is just so crazy.
it's someone who's like entering this area, and I'm being too romantic, but it's like, you should be taking being
If you do not know, as well, I think one of the clips that I remember was Lauren De Laguna talking with another lawyer, and the lawyer was asking her, she was complaining about all of this shit, right? And the lawyer was doing some 500 IQ type shit, okay? Like, the lawyer that was asking her questions was doing some 500 IQ type shit by trying to fish for more information, because he constantly does things like, oh, well, because, I'm a dumb person, so maybe it's something I don't understand. Are you saying that you accidentally had your phone into it? Didn't they, like, because for me, they had me put all my belongings into a plastic bag and stored it away before the bar exam, right? And maybe you do it different in this state, right? Or something like that. So basically, it was like the other lawyer was suspecting that something was fucking up, right? Like, the lawyer was suspecting, wait, hold on, there is more to the story that you're leaving out. And I was like, genuinely, like, I was like, what the fuck? Oh my god, lawyers can actually be this smart, right? Like, actually trying to fish for more information by being, like, very smart with the way that you choose your words, right? But yeah, I don't know. Jesus Christ.
lawyer seriously. Like, this is a very serious job. It's very like, it's
Mhm.
important that you
either.
act correctly. Yeah, I know
No,
exactly.
I understand your issue as a mask wearing male. You just don't understand.
Yep.
Lauren is part of the elite class of white women. Okay,
Oh my
that's
god,
all I have to
dude.
say. And
Nice. Thanks,
she's
Steven.
she's beyond it all. But that's okay. All right,
Thanks.
I love you guys. It's been fun.
Well, a
All
good
right,
one,
I'll
Asmongold.
talk to you later. Be careful.
Thanks
Wait,
for
one
hanging
last
out. You have
story.
perms if you ever want to join
Destiny,
again.
one last story. No, I'm
What?
just fucking with you. No, you're good. Have a good night, man.
Wait, Destiny, is there anything else actually?
God damn it,
Like
Zip. I
what?
was done.
About what? I don't think so.
Have a good
Oh,
night.
he doesn't
Be
get
safe.
it.
See you, man.
Be careful. Bye. I love you.
You too.
Bye, man.
That was the me, Zip. He doesn't love you.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
Bro, one more story,
right.
dude. One more story. Wait, just one more question?
Yeah.
One more question, actually?
Fucking. I feel like he's having a good.
You know what this feels like? This feels like I'm like one of these friends that's been excluded from the hangout. So then I'm like watching from the side, and I'm looking into the window, and I'm like, oh, look, they're having so much fun. I'm like vicariously having fun by watching them like have conversations and shit. Oh my god, look at how much fun they're having without me. Oh, wait, hooray, I guess. Like, this is how I feel right now, okay? On God. Oh my god. Foodshops, why do anti-fans hate NSE or adore Straight Array? She came out unscratched from the whole situation. What games are they playing? Um Oh, I mean, it's just simply because, like, they are It's just because they're anti-fans. That's it. I mean, you kind of answered it within the definition, right? You said anti-fans. I mean, if they're anti-fans, then I mean, they just defend everything that people who are anti-Destiny does, and they are pro everything that like they defend the worst people all the time. You know about the secret meme at least, right? No, but I know some things about Lauren De Laguna during my more slop drama filled days because I had a bridge with her, and by people I mean specifically Boots, the girlfriend of DK, who is the editor for Child Logic. Boots, who watched me way back then, 2 years ago. Okay, she was in there for like a month or two, but she sent me so much information about Lauren De Laguna, like a-logged information, and wow, this bitch is so full of crazy shit. But at the time, I was like, oh, I don't want to look into this because I want to remain on good terms with other content creators, right? I want to form bridges. But yeah, good memes.
Right, I'm happy for him. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, everybody. The secret meme is.
That's probably how Zip feels when Destiny does a stream hangout here. Yeah, probably. Yeah, for sure.
Will not be released.
Nice, good one. Wait, Empath Chen says that she is also drunk. This can't be a coincidence, right? What? Wait, this has to be a coincidence, right? Empath Chen also drunk? No. It can't be. It can't be. Must be a coincidence. Was I the only person that heard a girl laughing in the background of the Zip Zip conversation? I don't know. Don't put this puzzle together, leave the man be. I am leaving the man be, okay? But I'm telling you, I do like a good mystery.